Today, I want to introduce to you what I think is the best CrossFit affiliate in the country when it comes to selling apparel. I've worked with thousands of affiliates over the years, but I can confidently say that CrossFit Kokomo has been the consistently best since 2019. This video is meant to be a practical, realistic example for any gym owner or affiliate, because if they can do it, you can do it too. And I chose CrossFit Kokomo for two reasons. First, they're located in Kokomo, Indiana, and this is the 14th largest city in Indiana. This isn't New York. This isn't LA, it's a small Midwestern town. And that means their success is realistic and repeatable for most affiliates out there. And second, they're a normal sized gym. It's about 200 to 300 members, not a 1,000-person monster gym with crazy influencers and all this backing. So look, if you've ever thought to yourself, we're too small, we're not famous, I can't make apparel work, this story proves you have everything you need to sell apparel to your members. So let's rewind to 2019. This is when Kevin, the owner of CrossFit Kokomo, first reached out to us, and he took over the gym in 2018, and he ran 2 quick apparel orders with a local company. And while it was convenient just to go down the street and pick up the order, here's what he told me. He said, I had to come up with the design, the colors, the styles, literally everything, and that's not my strength. Plus, we ran into mistakes, wrong colors, logos printed on the wrong side, and that kind of stuff. Look, at the end of the day, I just need something reliable. And Kevin had seen some of our work already. He owned a couple of our hoodies from other gyms that we'd produced, and he loved the quality. And before Kevin took over, we worked with the original CrossFit Kokomo owner and on like a summer hero wad project. So he saw the quality, he had to try something different. And look, when we have these type of calls where the owner just isn't getting the right service from the local vendor, I would say this is most of the issues we see today with affiliate owners. So we are always trying to fix that and show you guys that you are a priority. We do want to work with you, and we want to show you the attention and priority you deserve. Now, when Kevin came on board, our goal was simple: make apparel stress-free, consistent, and profitable. And here's exactly what we did. First, we wanted to tighten up the consistency. And since 2019, CrossFit Kokomo has placed 4 or more apparel orders every single year. And that predictability gets members excited and creates a rhythm around apparel drops. The way we do this is that we install an apparel plan. So basically, we set up 3 to 5 orders for the year. We plan it out with you. We schedule it on the calendar. And then I reach out to you and say, now's the time to work on your hoodie project. Here's 40 ideas to pick from. Do you like any of these? And we simply just kick off project that way. I know a lot of gym owners are just like a staff member short right now. And that's where we try and plug the hole and become an extension of your team. It allows us to keep you on track. And, again, Kevin is just one of hundreds of gyms we have on these apparel plans that keep people on track. Now, scarcity creates hype. And I've talked a lot about this on this channel, but Kevin doesn't stock shelves with inventory. Members know that if they don't pre-order, they're going to miss out. And that sense of urgency gets people buying. It's a huge driver for a tight-knit community like that too. No one wants to be that one person at the Memorial Day order or the Memorial Day workout who doesn't have a t-shirt for, whatever that weekend is for you guys. So we want to make sure that we're being serious when we say very little inventory, no inventory. I know we walk into all these gyms and there's so much stuff stocked that looks so cool. I'll tell you, I've been on the phone with all those people and they absolutely hate how much inventory they have. So take it from me, trust me, I've talked to a lot of gym owners about this. Tight inventory keeps things scarce and people will come back buying once they know that this is a one-time opportunity to buy. Now, the third thing is trusting proven products. And Kevin lets us recommend all the apparel styles to him. So everything we choose is tested and loved by gym owners and their members. And the result is basically shirts and hoodies are stuff that people will keep in their closet forever. I was texting him before I made this video to let him approve the script. And he was asking me, what was the first order we did? And it was something from, again, 2019. And he's like, I still have that in my closet. It still looks brand new. So really, we want people to keep this stuff over the course of time, let people know it's high quality stuff and not just like a cheap, junky t-shirt. And the last thing is we will always have fresh designs. We never recycle the same design. Every drop feels special. It feels different. It keeps members asking, when's the next one? What's the next design? And look, there was a time back in the day where you can get away with, I would say, just putting your logo on a black shirt and a green shirt and a blue shirt. And look, that worked. It does not work anymore. You need to do unique and different designs every time you do it. Otherwise, people will get bored. So let's fast forward to today. And CrossFit Kokomo has turned apparel into a system that works every single time. They run multiple profitable campaigns every single year. Members are proud to wear their gear and rep their gym. And Kevin no longer stresses over the design, inventory, or production. Instead of apparel being a headache, it's now part of their gym culture. Members look forward to each and every new release. And this is something we hear all the time, is when a gym owner comes to us and says, hey, everyone loved the last order, but they want to know when's the next one. So when you get to that point and people are asking you for when's the next merch, when's the next drop, you're in a good spot. I know a lot of gym owners huff and puff and roll their eyes like, oh, apparel, but that's a good spot to be in. If you have have people asking for that stuff, we need to keep the momentum going. We need to keep feeding the beast here. We can't just shut people up and tell them, oh, whenever I get to it. If people are asking for stuff, give it to them. So what can you take away from CrossFit Kokomo's success? Let's break it down. Number one is commit to consistency. 4 to 6 orders a year is more than enough for most gyms. Really, one thing I try and tell all of our gym owners too, don't overthink the design. A lot of gym owners just like obsess about the design, whether it's their input or maybe it's like, my husband doesn't like this design idea, my wife doesn't like this design idea, my coaches keep picking this apart. Look, I always tell people, you kind of just have to throw it out there and let members take advantage of it, because members really just want to support you at the end of the day. They're not worried if, you know, the teal tee and the teal tank, those two shades don't match perfectly. Like, you might obsess about that, but members really don't care about it. My best advice is get into a predictable cadence and use that momentum to continue to carry you forward. So the second lesson is to use scarcity to build demand. Stop trying to stock piles of apparel. Make your drops limited and exciting. We don't want to just stock the gym with thousands of dollars worth of apparel. Unless you're in a major drop-in area, New York City, somewhere by the beach, LA, Chicago. Look, if you get all these drop-ins, great. Keep some stuff stocked. I would say 20 to 30 pieces is probably a healthy amount. But I know we've gone to these gyms where you see hundreds of items available in 6 different designs. Look, those gym owners call me and tell me how much they hate that and they want to try and fix it. So again, just learn from their mistake. Don't overstock your gym with apparel. Keep apparel scarce and people will actually be more likely to buy. The third lesson is lean on experts. And look, I don't expect gym owners to be fashion designers, or you didn't start a gym to become a clothing boutique. So my message to all gym owners is that partner with vendors who specialize in apparel. We've spent a lot of time, the past 17 years, 30,000 orders, figuring out what works and what doesn't work. I would say lean on vendors like us here at Forever Fierce, and we're going to keep this process streamlined, profitable, and stress-free. And number 4 is keep it fresh. Repeating the same design with the same logo over and over and over again gets very boring, and then people call me and they're like, why aren't people buying my stuff? They loved it at first. It's like, you just keep doing the same thing over and over again. We need to have fresh designs. It creates that anticipation and hype that people are looking for when it comes to a reason to buy. When you have different unique stuff, that's a concrete reason to buy. If it's just the same logo tee on a black shirt, a blue shirt, people say, I already have that. And look, if a gym in Kokomo, Indiana with a totally normal member base can crush it with apparel, so can you. And if you're tired of the stress of apparel and want a system that makes it simple and profitable, reach out to us today. We'd love to help you create something that your members will love. And if this video gave you some inspiration, hit like, subscribe, and share it with another affiliate owner who might need help with apparel.